Hey, what is up guys? Kevin Cage back with another daily cryptocurrency video. Like and subscribe if you like what you see, and let's get right into the information today. I'm going to make this short and sweet for all of you. So Dan Rocky, lately people have been talking about XRP creating a level playing field. They got it all wrong. If you want to be massively successful, you don't want to be in a level playing field market. You only want to focus on your core strengths, which gives you a competitive advantage. And then Crypto Penny CO actually comes here and lets, Joel Katz, aka David Schwartz, CTO of Ripple, and just has a little screenshot here back in 2017 during this whole bull run. And it says, exactly, we're not trying to force or trick anyone into using XRP. We're trying to build an open system with a level playing field. If we cannot win that way, we do not deserve to. And I love that. That's so true. And that's exactly what they're doing. They are building. They are not bragging. They are not talking about it. For me as an example, I'm bragging and talking about it and sharing this because I'm pumped. But Ripple, they're highly professional. They have some of the top players in, not only the world of finance, but of government and everything else. We're talking, public relations. We're talking, various use cases that just extend so much further to just the world of finance and truly will bridge the internet of value. All right, so next right here, backed again, we already know, custody, the backed warehouse is live, blah, 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 blah. BNY Mellon helps safeguard private key material by providing geographically distributed storage of customer assets for the backed warehouse. What I wanted to talk about, though, is all of this talk with ETFs and futures contracts in the, potential effects on price for Bitcoin. And keep in mind, we're still coupled to Bitcoin, at least with altcoins and XRP. That's what I believe for the time being. And that could actually drag, XRP up or down. So let's kind of just talk about the potential implications here. So March of 2003, we have a screenshot from Hold the Guy, and this is Crypto Captain, again on Twitter. And right here, March, the first gold-backed ETF developed by ETF Securities. And look at the price. Ever since then, we saw substantial exponential growth, really. All right, that's the ETF effect. Now let's take a look at typical futures initially. The initial effect, as I've been preaching. The gold futures contract was traded in 1974. And look right here, trading started on December 31st. The initial reaction was not pretty, a nearly 50% drop price in over 2 years. Now, am I saying that, the futures contract is going to have a negative reaction on the price of Bitcoin forever? Absolutely not. Potentially on the 23rd, Bitcoin could skyrocket. I'm just saying that I'm expecting it to have a negative effect initially, whether that is for, the first day, first few weeks, and then price adoption, because this is acknowledgement in a nascent market. So I see tremendous upside in the future. All right, next, I Am Legion I'm giving credit to Bank XRP, and this is 2015 Chris Larsen banking and finance hearing, and this is really cool. So there's a few snippets I want to go over. So basically, right here, just to show you the level that we're talking about, this is in 2015, keep in mind, Chris Larsen literally name drops and says, Gene Sperling, added to the Ripple board of directors, used to be the chief economics advisor under both Presidents Clinton and Obama. Connections. They carry weight behind their reputation here. And again, key players. And then right here as well, we have Karen Gifford. And as we can see here, the chief compliance officer for Ripple Labs. And she's actually talking about, all this global ID talk that Brad Kimes has been correct about all along. And as we can see right here, global ID. And we see Chris Larsen is also an advisor. These people are highly connected. I just really want to emphasize this. All right. And this will be the last slide for us today. So 2014, this is Chris Larsen again. And I'm just getting this knowledge out there for all of you. Sorry if it's old news, but this is relevant today. All right. And I'm not really sorry about sharing this, by the way. I just, said it. Force of habit. But Chris Larsen right here literally talks about, Ripple Singapore, for example. They allowed back in 2014 gold, platinum, silver. You can actually transact with these metals, buy them, transact and settle with these precious metals all the way back then on the Ripple protocol. Another clip, he talks about, there's a shopping plugin online for a Spanish merchant, and they actually give 5% discounts if you pay with XRP to reflect the savings that they get when their customers, their international customers, utilize XRP. It's not only cheaper for the customer, but cheaper for the merchant. That is value. And again, this is a use case all the way back then. And I know it's not some substantial use case, but it goes to show how far we've come. And keep in mind, we only know about 10% of what's really happening behind the scenes. I'm holding strong. Can you imagine what has happened in 5 years? And then this last clip, Larsen literally just says, the world needs a global currency, period. Now, I believe that he's only referring to the settlement layer for now, such as XRP on the back end of all world transactions while we continue to use fiat. There, there still is some cross-border friction, don't get me wrong, but I still see XRP, at least on the back end, interoperating with everything, and we don't even have to be aware of it. Those are my thoughts, guys. Hit that like button, share it around, and let me know what you think down below. Thanks.